Hi everybody, it's Megan, aka Best Weapons of the World. So, for book 2 of the 13 Books of Halloween, I've chosen Marked by PC and Kristen Cast, who are a mother and daughter duo. And I read this book in high school, but, I really liked it, even if the main antagonist wasn't really that great. She was a little boring, a little stereotypical. But, one thing I really liked about this book is that not every vampire made it into being a vampire, which I thought was a bit more realistic than most vampire stories. Some of the things I didn't like was that they have these weird facial tattoos that they get when they discover what they're really good at, and it was like they're My Little Pony vampires, because once they find out what they're good at, they get their cutie mark vampire tattoo on their face. And I mean, not just like, oh, it's like right here, super cute. I mean, it's like on their forehead, down their cheeks, like, that's some hardcore stuff. And it does have one of the things that I had a problem with in Twilight, that I have a problem with in Marked, that's kind of common, and it's really sad that it's common. It's called Magical Native Americans, which basically means that a character has Native American heritage and that's what gives them magic. Like the werewolves in Twilight. So I don't really like that at all. As I said before, some of the characters were pretty stereotypical. Like, I think it was Wasp and her group of friends. They were very heathery, and that's, if you watched the Vampire Academy movie, the director and the writer of that movie worked on a movie called Heathers, so look it up. But another thing I really liked was how they ground this book in reality. And this is something I came across from Jim Henson. It was something he talked about where if you want to make something realistic, you have to ground it in reality. So how they grounded it in reality and Marked is not just that, not everybody made it into being a vampire, but also that there were big name actors and actresses and singers who were also vampires. Like, I remember one of the ones they referenced was Kenny Chesney, who's a pretty popular country music singer. And it has paganism, called House of Night, and Nyx, who's the Greek goddess of night, is, their goddess, and I think that's really awesome. And I believe Aphrodite makes a little appearance at the end, which is just spectacular, because as someone who's come from the Percy Jackson series, I like a book that's a little bit more hardcore about their gods, where Percy Jackson is a little bit more slapstick and silly. Not that I don't love Percy Jackson and the Olympians, or Heroes of Olympus, but they're a little goofy. So, I have something to admit about this book. I never finished it. Like, ever. I finished the book, but then I was like, oh my god, I love this series. I'm gonna look up every spoiler ever. And I looked up every spoiler ever, and I got really pissed off, and I was like, I'm never finishing this series. But now that I'm really thinking about it, I mean, there are some bad things, but I think I'm gonna try to finish the series. I heard there's a lot of books, and I like to read. So, I'm gonna try to finish the series, even though I found out some things I don't like about it. But yeah, it's a pretty good book. It's fair. I might not read it again, but I will attempt at reading the entire series. As I said, this little segment, the next couple books, is going to be about vampires, so look forward to next Monday having a review of Vampire Kisses, Book 1, Vampire Kisses. And I'll talk about some things I didn't like and some things I liked. But, anyways, this has been Megan, aka Best Weapons in the World. I'll see you next time. Bye!